business, I really have this motto in life that you have to do what you love and love what you do. And I think that is one of the best aspects of being an entrepreneur. You have to start a business or you have to do something that you are really interested in or something that you are really passionate about. Yung talagang bagay na gustong-gusto mong gawin. Because if you're going to enter in a business at hindi mo talaga gusto yung ginagawa mo, I don't think it will succeed. And at the same time, so what I also love being an entrepreneur, I love challenges. So I love discovering new things. I love making new concepts. I know there will be a lot of up and down along the way, but I think these challenges will make you a better person.
It is important to build your connection with the right people, and you must accept that you cannot make it by yourself. So you might need help from the others as well. So, building a strong foundation and trust is somewhat fulfilling to celebrate success with your comrades. They support you, you support them as well. They learn from you, and you learn from them. And you have to make sure that your foundation is strong enough by simply building trust, not with just yourself, but with others as well.
Ambition, kasi kailangan, para maging successful ka sa pagiging businessman, kailangan meron kang ambition sa buhay. At saka meron ding self-motivation din po, para kailangan i-motivate mo yung sarili mo, para hindi ka basta-basta babagsak sa pagiging entrepreneur.
Have different kinds of businesses which I really involved and tried. So one of the business I tried is all about health and beauty. So health and beauty, so I'm selling some kind of supplements and other beauty products. Then after that, I venture on food business where I am selling a lot of the unique food or unique delicacies that you can find in my hometown. Also, I think one of my favorite business now is the art business. I call my shop Law of Art Attraction. So because you will be attracted to all of the rare and unique products or one-of-a-kind products that are really made by local artisans, okay? So I love supporting artists and also crafters. I want them to become more imaginative. I want them to create something that is unique, something that is of course beyond our imagination, something that Filipino of course will really be proud of. And that's why I'm proud that I started this business, because I was able to help people to develop their craft. And that is one of my goals, of course. Filipinos are very talented. Filipinos are great. And I want them not only to be known here, but also internationally.
So the market is wide. There are a lot of varieties and options out there. So in order for you to stand out among competitors, you need to be an expert on this field that you are trying to be successful, and you consider yourself as your own market. Remember that you are your own market, so that way you be able to understand what your consumer needs, what your consumer wants, what makes them happy, what makes them satisfied, and what are their needs as well. So back when I started with my first business by selling some cookies for me to have funds to make a bigger business that want to um, I want to try. So I started with selling cookies, and then I'm including a small hand-painted greeting cards with them. Yeah, it was a simple and small gestures for them, but they will surely love, appreciate, and they will never forget that little kind of token.
Ang kaibahan namin sa ibang business, kasi kami, yung product namin, yung mga kliyente namin, pag nag-request ng mga product, kunyari, customize, ganun, papakustomize sila. Parang kami lang kasi yung ganun yung, kaya nagiging unique kami. Kasi yung, kunyari, may scent sila na gusto, ginagawa namin ng paraan para hindi sila pumunta sa ibang kliyente. Kunyari, sila ng ibang scent. Kasi di ba yung mga product namin is mga spa supply siya. So yun, pag nagpapakustomize sila ng scent, ginagawa namin ng paraan, gagawa namin ng ibang scent kung ano yung gusto nila. Kaya mas nag-i-stay sa amin yung mga client kasi yun yung pagiging way namin ng unique.
Isa talaga sa mga challenges of starting a business is having your own funds or big capital to start and to sustain your business, right? And I think I'm just so lucky because other than my businesses, I have my main job, which is an English teacher for a Japanese student. I've been teaching in my company for almost around 13 years, so quite a long time. And I usually separate around 20% of it to serve as a capital or fund for my other businesses. And the good thing about it, so it's really flexible. I have flexible schedule or flexible time. So while doing the lesson, I can also use my other time to post something on Facebook to promote my businesses. I can even go out and join some bazaar in order to promote my business even more. Again, I'm just so lucky because the compensation and the salary for my job or my main job is good enough, and sometimes I use this profit or I use this income to sustain my other businesses, which is of course the food, the health and beauty, and even my art businesses.
Savings or the money itself is really important in our lives. So we need to be responsible to have a proper discipline with handling it. Need to take plans and watch your task. Always be responsible to list down your transactions, your receipts, your billings as well, and make sure that you put every amount on it, even just a single cent. And you need to consider your needs over your wants. You need to be prepared, you need to be disciplined as well. Having a business is not just being skillful, but you need to be knowledgeable with handling transactions as well. But if you are hesitant sometimes with handling them, you can also ask for others for help. That's why you have to make sure to build your own strong foundation. There's always people that you can trust. You can always ask. You can always consult if you are having a hesitations or problems sometimes. So it is more on being financially equipped, be stable, with especially when you are just a self-funding individual.
Based siya sa sa ang tawag dito, sa previous employment ni sir. Doon siya nagbe-base ng niya, pang fund niya.
In order to succeed in business, you must have the 3 basic skills, okay? And I think it's very important, the KPP. First, you have to be knowledgeable. So, mahalaga na alam mo kung ano yung binibenta mo. Ikaw mismo, alam mo yung background, alam mo kung para saan ito, who will be your target market, and the needs of the people, or we call that the market niche. So you have to know everything. You also have to be passionate about it, because if you don't have your passion or your interest in what you're doing, so you will just get bored doing it, okay, or the tendency to just stop because you don't enjoy what you're doing. Lastly is being positive thinker, because there will be lots of challenges when you start a business, okay, and there you can hear a lot of noise around you telling you to stop, telling you that it will not be successful. Yeah, just don't listen. Listen to yourself, okay, think positive, and believe on what you do.
Number 1 and the most important for me is patience. A successful business owner requires a lot of patience, given that the market is unpredictable. The flexibility, the trend, the needs of the consumer, it always change. There's always a change. When it will not always come up with your plan and exactly the way how you want it to be. It's not always like that. And you cannot reach a high level of success overnight. There's no such thing as that. So you need to be patient and hopeful with the possibility for better days ahead, and make sure that you have the right people to motivate you. Number 2 is being resourceful. One of a secret tip to last with business is to be working smart, or to resolve a problem with your own little ways. You will always find an option. Take as many as you want. List down as many as you can. When you're planning to enter the business world, you have to accept that it is quite predictable with changes. So you need to make plans ahead. You always need to be prepared and breathe. Just simply breathe sometimes. You just need it. And look at your surroundings. Take an inspiration behind it, and let yourself control it, not your business controls you. The last important skill for me is being knowledgeable and learn your mistakes. So your mindset tells who you are as a person. Yes, you have to make sure that you really want to do this. Even though that mistakes are sometimes sounded like negatively, but the truth is mistakes are proof that you are trying and doing good. Always keep in mind that you are equipped, but at the same time, you are embracing and accepting that you really need to learn more from others, from the circumstances, and the failures that you are working with.
One is innovative. Yung pagiging unique ng product namin. Tapos strategic thinking. Kailangan meron kang diskarte para sa mga kliyente mo. Kailangan may diskarte, lalo na pag gumagawa ka ng business. Meron ka dapat strategic thinking. Tsaka most important yung pagiging patient. Kasi hindi naman lahat ng business papatok, magkiklik. Kaya kailangan patient ka na antayin mo yung paglago ng business mo. Hindi yung agad, kunyari, babagsak ka agad. yung susuko ka agad. Hindi dapat ganun. Kailangan may patience ka na antayin mong lumakas ka, pagandahin mo yung business mo. Hindi yung porket mahina yung business mo, susuko ka na agad. Patience lang. Yun lang.